Fighting rages across northern Syria, with Turkish-backed forces clashing with Kurdish units at the Euphrates River, while sectarian battles erupt in the south. All this as a new regime under a former al-Qaeda commander struggles to unify the country.
It is our assessment that, frankly, the transitional authority, given the challenges they're facing, are maybe weeks, not many months, away from potential collapse and a full-scale civil war of epic proportions.
On the ground, the battle has already started.
This is the Tishin Dam behind me, and you might have heard about it in the news recently because it's been the scene of some pretty heavy fighting in this area between the Turkish-backed forces and the Kurds over on this side. Now, the Kurds hold the dam right now, and there's a ceasefire that just recently came into effect, which they're hoping will hold. The only problem is the Turks aren't abiding by the ceasefire, and there are still drone strikes and artillery shelling happening on a daily basis out here. That puts the future of this vital piece of infrastructure in doubt.
In daytime and nighttime, we hear the airstrike destroyed all this building. They never stop.
Syrian democratic forces respond by fortifying cities across the region, digging tunnels, building barriers, and erecting camouflaged walkways to evade drone strikes.
In urban combat, you don't want to walk down the street because you'll get shot. So what the fighters do is they break holes in the walls like this to go between buildings without exposing themselves on the street. And you can see all the destruction this causes. But look what I just found. There's a tunnel entrance right there that leads to the miles and miles of tunnels. And these tunnels have been built all over this area. Take a look down there. It goes way down.
The HTS and the regime Assad army, and even the FSA and all of these people, they attacked us by air attacks. And the Turks are doing the same. And HTS, with Jolani, we didn't change nothing. There's no difference.
The Kurds fought and lost over 12,000 men defeating ISIS. Now they say the transitional government resembles the very caliphate they helped to destroy.
I can't believe them, because they prefer now ISIS. When U.S. support the new government, for me it's so surprised. Why they do that? You know him, what he done before now.
We will stay fighting until we have a real farm that contains us all as Syrians, Christian Syrians, Syriac Syrians, Armenian Syrians, Kurdish Syrians, and all of us. It's Syria, it's our country.
Dave Eubank of the Free Burma Rangers, a humanitarian group operating in Syria since 2016, stresses the importance of continued U.S. support to prevent widespread bloodshed.
The Euphrates River is the westernmost front line for Syrian democratic forces, and they're holding that very tenuously. And I think without international support, just because of Turkish air power alone, the Syrian National Army will push the Kurds out, which means the Kurds, the Christians, the Yazidis, other minorities will be slaughtered.
As the U.S. reduces troops in the region, Kurds in the northeast grow increasingly nervous and distrustful of the new regime.
Everyone is grateful and hopeful the U.S. will stay. The United States cannot solve the problem here, nor should it. But our presence has and continues to create a space for people to solve these problems. It creates a space where the Kurds, the Christians, the Muslims, the Yazidis are working together, and they're working together pretty well here in the SDF-controlled area.
From northeast Syria, I'm Chuck Holton for CBN News.